enough, I don't like I said, I don't have to be rich like you said. But if I feel you on that, if I was wealthy enough, I can just go ahead and pay that 6,000 plus off, and now I have nothing, no debts. My medical expenses are taken care of. Or if I got to go to the hospital again, I can pay on that medical bill like right away. Or if I have a child, or if I have a wife, or my mother, my grandmother, if I have family or loved one that needs to go to the hospital, they got to get some surgery done. But I'm wealthy enough to pay for that and to help them because I'm financially stable in life. That is amazing and that's awesome.
Yeah.
You can get the help you need. You don't have to be rich to do that.
Right. You don't. Yeah. I think that is a lot of. I think a lot of people feel the same way. But there's a lot of people out there, like, especially in this generation that's coming up, like behind us.
Yeah.
Like everybody is just so quick to just want to be rich and successful and famous, and like you got people on social media doing all kind of crazy stuff just to get views. Like,
bro, I gotta tell you something off camera about Boom later on.
man,
My man. But
yeah, that's a good example, bro. Like he was doing all this extra stuff. He was doing all this extra stuff
for the clout.
Just to really, I feel like he was doing it to get attention so he could promote his music.
Oh, he was working on music?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was. He was working. He working like wasn't like was it just regular like raps or was it trap? Like was he lyrical? Was he good?
I didn't listen to it.
Oh.
Yeah. Cuz I mean, I never really I wasn't a fan of him like cuz I found everything he did was stupid.
It was a little too savage for me.
And I'm like, bro, like I can't even like support you cuz you're stupid, bro. Like
I was laughing at first when I saw stuff cuz I thought it was fake. But
he was really
I started realizing
stuff,
like,
man.
yo, this McDonald's is not gonna let you get on their register on top of their countertop and put a milkshake on their floor and slide across.
Yeah, he was
like, that's not gonna happen.
He was violating like a lot of. He was just tripping, bro. Like he was.
Yeah.
I don't understand, but yeah, I think he really did all that just to get attention towards his music, so he could promote it, and people will listen, but will be more willing. Cause it's like not gonna lie, it's like that's probably one of the hardest professions to enter.
The music
game, that along with acting, because it's so competitive. Excuse me.
Oh, bless you, man.
It's so competitive. And my on the top of my mouth, in the top of your mouth, it's just like
it was like in your gum, like the gums.
I like the top of
irritating feeling.
The top of your mouth, like when it itches and you have to do that thing, like.
Oh yeah, the little scratch sound. Oh my god, that's gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah.
Chicks used to do that in class, man. I used to get so aggravated. It's like a freaking frog or something in the classroom.
Yeah, that's what's going on right now, but I think I can fight through it. But yeah, I think he well yeah, like the music game is so competitive. Like everybody's trying to be a rapper nowadays. Everybody can, it's so easy now to just create a SoundCloud and post your music up or on YouTube.
I mean, anybody
Facebook.
can do it if they want to. We're not saying people can't do it. It's just everybody's trying to do it.
Yeah. It's like it's very very competitive. I think anything in the art field is competitive already, but music game is really competitive now because it's easy to make music.
I feel like the rap game is very competitive. I feel like you can get into the R&B like this, like the world of singing instead of rapping, because I don't think people are hitting R&B like singing, love songs and all that slow jams. I don't think people are hitting that. I don't think that's a competitive field there.
I mean, I think the music game in general, like, is
just all over.
Yeah, because it's like anybody could just record themselves singing and try to, like, they want to, be successful and try to make it. And anybody nowadays can, can hook up their laptop and hook up a mic, or record something on their phone and make it into a song. Like,
it's a battle out here,
and everybody is trying to make it as a musician, as an artist, and like acting is a very competitive field. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
So I feel like that in Boom's case, like he was that, which is smart. I'll give it to him. Like if that was his in true intention by doing all that crazy stuff he was doing, was to like draw attention to his music,
build a following.
Yeah, build a following so people like he could like he got fans already, so they're going to like, oh yeah, he came up with an album, like I love watching him crazy videos. I'm gonna go check out
his music,
his music, and I'm gonna support because I already support him already, so it's easier now. Because I feel like that's really what 6ix9ine's strategy, even though he started out rapping.
Yeah,
but I mean,
crazy
you see now
afterwards.
like he's going to jail or going to prison.
Oh, that was real?
Yeah, he really locked up. Yeah.
That was recent, right?
Yeah, like this past
Didn't
week.
this man just get out of jail not too long ago?
I have no idea. I don't really know everything, but I do know he is like he just got transferred to a new facility because it was a lot of people threatening his lives because he was sitting here, proclaiming to be in a gang, and then all of a sudden he denounced the gang that he was supposed to be a part of.
Oh, can't you do that on D Block?
because he realized like like the FBI was like monitoring him, and like they got him on like charges, like racketeering charges, and like he was in a couple shootouts and
about to get boomed,
putting hits on people. So like he was supposedly, now he's saying like, oh, I only did that to promote my music and create an image, to create like this facade, so people could pay attention to me. But like,
that's stupid.
That's dumb. Like, bro, why would you do that?
Just so he could live big, get that money, get that recognition.
Right. So it's like if you're not really a gangster, don't sit there and like act like a gangster, bro. Unless you in a movie, getting paid, like, and reading the script and it's like explicitly like this is not real. This is a movie.
Yeah.
Like, don't be out there like claiming
we're gonna have to talk about celebrities one day.
You a killer and you bought that life, and I'm not finna sit there and like be like that, bro. Cause I know I'm not about that life. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to get shot.
I'm not about that. Go to
jail. I ain't trying to fight nobody unless my life on the line. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna be out there, waving flags and I'm a killer. You run up, you get done up. I'm about it, you know what I'm saying? I got 4 5s in the trunk. I'm ready to, you know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. Like, I ain't on that. So I feel like if you not that, don't be out there saying that you doing that stuff. Because when somebody gonna pull your card eventually.
Yeah, somebody gonna pull your card. The cops, the FBI, somebody gonna pull your card.
Or a random dude on the street.
Yeah, some bangers gonna walk up on you.
Some real
with them bangers on them.
Some real, you know what I'm saying?
And they gonna check you and be like, hey, bro, so you that you say you are? What you gonna say when they got that thing pulled up against your chest?
Ain't nothing you can do.
you gonna disclaim your people?
And that's basically what he did. That's basically what he did.
Dang.
So, yeah.
You realize stuff got real. Hey, when you locked up, it don't matter. You can be the richest man in the world. When you locked up, it's done. Your recognition, like who you are, your reputation don't matter when you in jail.
It don't.
In
unless
prison,
you like a real, like I know.
Unless you like El Chapo.
I mean, yeah.
Then you might not get touched.
If you really about that, bro. Like Tupac, he was really.
You might not get touched then.
Like Tupac was a real dude. Like he really lived a life. Like he was talking about in his music. Like he wasn't just like doing that to sell records or to create a like publicity or create attention. Like he was really about that. Yeah. And people respected him because he was real. Like he was
telling you who he was. This
right.
is my life and this is what I go through.
He tried to change people. He tried to help people. But that's another.
We're gonna have to have like a celebrity news moment or like a celebrity, like our opinions on certain celebrity moments, like podcasts.
Really,
but we'll have to do that one day.
That was just another example of trying to live a life that you don't really need to be living because you want attention, and that goes back to
thinking it's the dream or whatever.
Yeah, you wanna get this thing that everybody else is getting, or you wanna draw attention to yourself. Just don't, man.
Don't do it, man. Just like I put it like this. I forgot what I was looking at. But there was this guy, and he was talking about how when you were a kid, you need to go back to those moments. Like I think it was Idris Elba. I think when I was looking at his Instagram, it was him or someone. But anyway, they were like, when you was a child, like you dreamed of being this. I want to be this when I grow up. I want to be that when I grow up. It's like, go back to those moments. Like, I feel like a lot of us, when we were kids, I feel like a lot of us had great imaginations of who we wanted to be when we got older. Then it's like as time went by, we start throwing that in the background. And I feel like some of us may have felt like that was unachievable, But
yeah.
And then we start looking at other people's lives and we start basing our lives on the way we want to live off of other people.
I mean, yeah, because, you got dreams, but then you got reality at the same time.
Yeah. Reality for some of those dreams though was just work hard.
Yeah. Like
for a while I wanted to do firefighting. When I was growing up, I was like, I want to be a firefighter and I wanted to be an astronaut. The astronaut was going to be way harder than the firefighter. Obviously, I would have had study extra hard so I can get into the the NASA programs or whatever. That would have took way more effort. Firefighter, it wouldn't have took too much effort to be a firefighter. It just wasn't. And I actually did like at least 7 courses. I had like at least 4 more courses to go, but I actually did like 7 courses in firefighter. I think firefighter safety classes when I was in college. So I was close to becoming, getting my license, and actually going to, get signed up at somebody's station. I was pretty close to it, but that was awesome. But like those were dreams though I had as a kid. Also being an artist, which was drawing. I used to draw a lot. I still got my skills today. I still have my skills, but I just transformed. Instead of drawing, now I do photography though. So I still I still have an outlet. So I'm still reaching out to something. But it's like if you have dreams, like go for your dreams and don't base your dreams off of other people's dream. Like don't be what somebody else is. Who are you? Who do you want to be when you was a kid? Who did you think about being when you was a kid? What was your dream job when you was a child growing up? Or even now, if you think about doing something, this did come from Idris Elba. And he was just like, people say, stay in your own lane.
Yeah.
Did you see his video?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah. And like I agree with him when he was just like, when people try to tell you stay in your lane, you got this one job, just do that one job. You can't work this job and that career and that career. And I think he was saying, it was like, basically it's like this. If you want to be a doctor, but you also want to be a boxer, do it. That's your right. That's your birthright. You can do what you want with your life.
That's gonna be tough, boy. That's gotta be tough, man. Think about that. Like,
do what you want, man. Like,
how you gonna be trying to fix somebody? You got a concussion.
Yeah. Hey,
that's crazy.
I mean, yeah. If you got a concussion, they ain't gonna let you fix nobody. You just lost your job. But maybe you shouldn't be a doctor and boxer at the same time. But it's just basically saying like,
no, don't tell people that. Don't tell them that. Tell them they can do anything.
You do what you want. But yeah, that part probably won't be smart enough.
Yeah.
If you mess up your hands,
it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, if you mess up your hands or your head as a doctor, a doctor got to be careful. Now, if you want to be a doctor and you want to also be an architect, you can do that. You can draw things, draw out blueprints for companies, do home design, clothes design.
It really just comes down to balance and like trying to balance, like
But you can do what you want.
Yeah,
it's your body, your life. Nobody else is gonna live in your body but you. Nobody else is going to go through what your body goes through but you. Nobody's going to think about things that you think about but you. Like, and the way you think about it. Who's going to sit and cry at night because they have regrets because they didn't do something? You are. You're going to sit and cry with those regrets. The person that told you can't do that and you need to stay at that one job, they're not going to give a damn about what you're going through emotionally after they just told you you can't work 2 jobs like that. They're not going to care what you're going through at the end of the day. They're not in your body.
Yeah,
they're just worrying about their fears and what they got going on. Like, bottom line, man.
Yeah, you're right. That's definitely true. So you gotta find that balance and like just be smart about it and really understand what it is you want to do and be intentional. Whatever that may be. Like when I was growing up, I wanted to be a lot of things. I wanted to be a football player. I wanted to be an architect. I wanted to be
that's some pretty fast stuff.
I want to be a writer, an author of books and write books, But I don't know, man.
I can still see all that. Probably not the football one. You probably can't do that right now.
I can still goddamn ball. Anybody who want to come pull up on it, screw that up. You feel me?
Hold on, wait. I think you are. You're young enough to still play ball, aren't you?
Nah, bro. It's over.
It's a certain age.
Like you gotta go. It's basically like you gotta have that experience. It's like you gotta have experience.
You can't just jump into it like at a certain point.
I mean, yeah, you're probably
unless you play you won't be playing for a pro team, but you play for like what are those teams? Well, like it don't matter what age you are really. Those guys they just play like for free. I can't think of it, man. Hannah and I, his brother does it. David does it.
Yeah, it's like
you just buy your own equipment and y'all go play play different teams.
You can do that, but even him, like he played football in high school, so he got experience. Like I played little league football. That's as far as I went. Like you still have to have experience. Like you gotta know how to play the game. You gotta be good. Like I mean, it's possible. You know what I'm saying? I just like you say, you gotta work hard. Like I could
real hard.
Get out there and start training and balling and go to like a tryout. It's possible.
Yeah, it is possible.
But It would
Yeah.
be
All the things you couldn't do because